What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the CFL podcast. Where today, man, we got breaking news. As of about 12 hours ago, the son of former NFL running back Edgerrin James, that's right, he goes by the name of Eden James, he has announced his commitment to the University of Howard University, however you want to say it. Yo, let's talk about it, all right? Eden James, 5'10", 180 pounds, and of course, he's a running back like his father. Now, y'all, he comes from Treasure Coast High School from Port St. Lucie, Florida. And he is of the class of 2022. Keep in mind, he is a 3-star recruit, okay? So nationally, he's ranked 1,285th, okay? At his position, he's ranked number 96. And in the state of Florida, he is ranked 170th. He's done enough. He's done enough in his career so far to earn him 3 stars. He has about 10 offers coming from Air Force, Army, Florida A&M, Indiana, Miami, his father's alma mater, Navy, South Dakota, Temple, Wake Forest, and Eastern Carolina. And of course, Howard was one of them, but that goes without saying. Now, with this commitment, Eden James becomes Howard's highest ranked signee in the modern era of recruiting, of college football recruiting. So this is a big deal for them, right? This is a very big deal for them. Let me say this about Eden, right? His father's cut ability, he has it. The vision, the ball carrier vision, Eden has it. The willing to lower the shoulder, Eden has that. The only thing I would say that he doesn't have, at least that I don't see on tape, would be the speed. We all know his father was clocked at a 4.3840. On tape, it doesn't look like Eden has that speed, but it doesn't look like he's slow either. He just has good speed. He doesn't have. I don't think he has 4.3 speed. I could be wrong, but his measurables weren't on 24/7, so I just don't think he runs a 4.3 when looking at the tape. But you let me know if I'm tripping. Now, when making a commitment like this to an HBCU school, of course, recruiting sites are gonna ask, why did you make this decision? Well, according to his interview with 24/7 Sports, he said, "There are many reasons why I chose Howard. But the main reason is because of the opportunities that the DMV area presents and the amount of consistent interest that they have shown me from the jump." Now, there you have it. There's more reasons, but that is the one he gave. Yes, he has an offer from Miami, but I think a lot of people, it's kind of unfair when you're the son of an NFL great. People kind of put some of the offers that you get and the attention that you get from these schools, and they chalk it up to you just being the son of a legend and the connections coming through that way. But with that being said, I think we need to understand that yes, your parent, if he is an NFL legend, he can get you a visit. He can get you in the door. However, these college coaches aren't going to waste scholarships if you can't play a lick. Like, this is their job on the line at the same time. So even though I do think his father played, a good part, as he should, being a dad, being the great dad that he is, but I'm not going to chalk up all of his success so far to his father getting things done for him. I think this kid earned it on his own, just like most kids with NFL great fathers. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Now, after talking to Eden, they asked Edgerrin James himself about his son and what he thought. Here's what Edgerrin had to say. Howard fans, y'all should be excited. All right? He said this: "He's going to be the smartest football player to play the game because I have already taught him everything about the game and he plays the position that I played." But we expected this, right? I mean, your son, you're an NFL great. You're in the Hall of Fame, for crying out loud. Okay, you played 11 seasons in the NFL. You was the number 4 overall pick in the 1999 NFL draft. So of course you're gonna bring some lessons down and teach to your son who's on his way to making his own path and trying to get to the NFL. Except he's gonna be doing it from the HBCU level. So of course you would expect his father playing the same position to teach him what he needs to know about that position. And I'm excited by those comments, right? Because he's coming out and Edgerrin is coming out and saying it. Now he's gonna be the smartest player out there because he had me to learn from. And I just love that. I just love that. He also went on to say that it doesn't really matter. Like he's not too wrapped up in stars, right? Edgerrin isn't. He said it doesn't really matter that his son doesn't have the 4th or 5th star. He says those things don't really tend to matter anyway. He also said that Eden has the grades. He has the grades. His 3 stars are good enough. He's got the attention. He's got the scholarship offers. All he needs to do is focus on football. He said, we are focused on football. He said, I want Eden to enjoy the recruiting process. However, I want him to continue to work as well. I'm paraphrasing, but yes, these are his words. And he said the reason being is because a lot of these kids nowadays who get 4 and 5 stars, they tend to get lost in the social media thing, and they tend to get a little distracted, and they don't really focus on the goal. A lot of them feel like they have arrived already, or that they can take it easy, or they don't have to work as hard because they had that 4th or 5th star. So he's saying for Eden doesn't need that. Eden has the grades. He's basically done with school. Eden has the talent. He has the scholarship offers. He has the opportunity. All he needs to do is focus on football. So I agree. I like that, Bob. I really do. Now, with that commitment, Eden becomes the 4th known commit of the 2022 class for Howard University. I imagine, Howard was going to try to pull something big off in football. First of all, you needed to anyway, for the simple fact that your program is dead last in the MEAC. But also because, Howard basketball, they just did. If I'm not mistaken, they just had a big time recruit, a 4 or 5 star guy, and Mikey Williams being the top point guard in the country in his class, he has been talking about considering Howard and everything like that. We don't know where he's gonna go, but Howard has come up in his conversations as well. So because Howard is so prestigious as it is already, because the basketball team is starting to get a chance at these higher recruits, I imagine the football team would want to follow suit too. You don't want to be the laughing stock for long. My girl graduated from Howard, so she tells me like, sports isn't really the focus. Like they don't really care as much about the sports just because they're so prestigious already. So I don't know. I guess the athletic department wants to change that. I think they want to be a part of what makes Howard so great, and this is a very good start. Eden James is a very talented prospect. As I said, he has the vision. The cut ability is there. All right. He has good speed, not his father's speed. It's not 4.3, but he has really good speed. So time will tell on Eden James. I can't wait to see what he does. Now, you like I said, you're going to Howard, so I would hope that they would continue to get a lot of talent, or just him alone isn't going to be enough to do a lot of winning anytime soon if they don't. So, like I said, we just got to wait and see. But let me know what you guys think about him down below now that you saw the highlights and what he can do. Does he play like his father, in your opinion, for all my older heads out there who've been watching the NFL and Edgerrin James and all that back in his time with the Colts? Does he have to live up to his father's shadow? Me personally, I think he doesn't. But let me know your opinions down below in the comment section. All right. Again, you are watching the CFL podcast. I go by the name of Kobe. I'm out. Peace.